Good morning and welcome. We are delighted that you have decided to join us today for our Sunday morning celebration service right here at Unity of Citrus County. We invite you to get settled in. Our service is about to begin in just a few moments. It is our sincere prayer that the music, the meditation, and the message will uplift you and inspire you to become the light of the world that you have come here to be. We invite you to come and visit us in person. We would love to meet you. And we invite you to also visit our website at www.unityofcitrus.org. Have a blessed day. Good morning and welcome. We are delighted that you have decided to join us today for our Sunday morning celebration service right here at Unity of Citrus County. We invite you to get settled in. Our service is about to begin in just a few moments. It is our sincere prayer that the music, the meditation, and the message will uplift you and inspire you to become the light of the world that you have come here to be. We invite you to come and visit us in person. We would love to meet you. And we invite you to also visit our website at www.unityofcitrus.org. Have a blessed day. Sunday morning celebration service right here at Unity of Citrus County. We invite you to get settled in. Our service is about to begin in just a few moments. It is our sincere prayer that the music, the meditation, and the message will uplift you and inspire you to become the light of the world that you have come here to be. We invite you to come and visit us in person. We would love to meet you. And we invite you to also visit our website at www.unityofcitrus.org. Have a blessed
And so, as we wait for our opening prelude, you got me. Welcome, everyone. I am so grateful that you braved the chilly weather this morning and that you will brave it again next week. So it's good to be with you today. It's a delight, it's a joy. And I'm so grateful that we are here together. I look around the room and I see some people that are have come back after a long time, like our beloved Linda Gunn. Linda, welcome, welcome. And Adam, welcome, Adam, welcome back. And just so many of you that, oh my goodness, my heart is just so full to see you come back and be with us. So AV is going to let me know when we have our song ready to go, and I'm going to let it start. Go ahead and start, and then I'll come back and I will pray us in for the service, okay? We ready? I guess we're not ready yet. So why don't we take this moment to just say hello to each other. Just turn around and say hello to each other. Good morning. Good morning. Greetings to everyone. And now turn around and say hello to the people in virtual land that are watching us via YouTube and Facebook. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's very good to be with you today. Today's actually the last week of Advent, and I hope that you've been following along with the Advent meditations and reflections that we have had. Today we light the candle for peace, and let me go not peace, for joy. Today we light the candle for joy. It's the final candle, and we will talk more about that in a little while. The joy of the Lord is our strength. What a wonderful way to know that when we are in that place of joy, which we'll speak more of later, our lives are full of strength to do whatever it is that we have to do, because joy shows up in many different ways. So I guess we can just open up in prayer. Can we do that, John? We ready? No? Okay, so let's just close our eyes quietly. Take a moment to take a deep breath. Release. And just bring yourself into this now moment. There's no anxiety, no worry, no fear. God is right here, right where we are, in this present moment and always. We move with the leading of the Spirit, allowing ourselves to be open and receptive to whatever it is that is going to occur here today. With open hearts and open minds, we just want to allow the joy to bubble up and fill up our lives. And we are grateful for this gift of joy that is the gift of the Spirit, that is part of our divine nature. And so with joy today, with joy, 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 we enter these moments together, grateful for everything in our lives, and grateful for this place and each other. We surround everything with love. We see peace, and we hold on to the faith of knowing that no matter where we are, God is, and that all is well. And so it is. Namaste. Okay, here we go. We're going to do a little things backwards. We're going to do our prelude right now.
No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist, that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. This door is open. This door right here. This door is open. Is open for you. This door is open to you. This door is open. I'm talking about this door. This door is open. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning, everybody. Today's daily word is joy. As the three wise men followed the star to Bethlehem to greet the newborn child, I follow my inner light and discover the Christ within. As I approach the conclusion of Advent season, I realize that this, rather than material goods or creature comforts, is the source of my joy. The Christ within is the part of me that is always one with God, omniscience, omnipotence, and omnipresence. When I face challenging times, I can draw from that inner wellspring of joy. My foundation of irrepressible strength and fortitude. I have within me the power to overcome any challenge. This day, this moment, I am joy-filled and I celebrate the overflowing blessings of my divinity. Joyfully, I celebrate my oneness with God. And the Bible verse is, when they saw that the star had stopped, they were overwhelmed with joy. Matthew chapter 2, verse 10.
I am goodness, grace beyond measure. I am peace, here and now. I am wholeness, thriving perfection. I am love, I am love, I am life, free and abundant. I am joy, awakened and wild. I am spirit, open and boundless. I am love, I am love. We are goodness, grace beyond measure. We are peace, here and now. We are wholeness, thriving perfection. We are love. We are love. We are life, free and abundant. We are joy, awakened and wild. We are spirit, open and boundless. We are love. We are love. We are spirit, open and boundless. We are love. We are love.
I love when I come up here to see everyone's faces. It's about living, isn't it, with us all here. So I want you now to take a few moments to quiet yourself within. Focus on your breathing. As you do, become present to the presence of the God within you. The God who takes great joy in you. I invite you to become more comfortable in your chair. You can close your eyes or leave them open. Now take a deep breath and place your hands over your heart. Now see yourself breathing in through those hands. Seeing that breath move into your heart. And see your heart filling with the joy of God, ever expanding. And as you breathe out, see the breath of God leaving you. Thoughts may intrude, but continue to breathe through your hands. And as these thoughts come, acknowledge them, and then tell them you will get back to them at another time. Now see yourself walking, following a path that winds through trees and meadows. There are scents and colors, all forming a glorious symphony. a breeze arises. And on that breeze are special memories. Memories of times with family and friends. You feel grateful for that time, for those memories. You continue to walk. As you do, you feel a presence around you, a loving presence. You come upon a rock and you sit there. For you feel this is the place to connect with yourself and with the divine within. Continue to breathe into your heart. That is where the presence of God resides. A warm, encompassing feeling of love overwhelms you. You've never felt this before. You hold on to it. And with that feeling, all the fears and concerns that you have been carrying with you, weighing you down, are all gone. You feel relief. And you continue to sit here, for you have decided to listen for spirit, for that inner guidance that you have been seeking as a result of those concerns and fears. With each breath, you feel a release of all those negative energies, those negative memories. And with the next breath, you feel optimism and joy and celebration. And in your mind, on the screen of your mind, are wonderful, happy memories of family and laughter, of friends, of pets. You realize you are now open to seeing that past in a new and clear way. You are filled with understanding, with love, with kindness. You know you are in the loving presence of God. And you know that God is with you on this journey that you are on. And as you continue to breathe through your hands into your heart, know you can do that anytime, at any point where you're feeling stress. For with each breath, your heart is filled with overflowing love and joy. Feel that love. Immerse yourself in it. Knowing you can trust in God's love, that you are transformed in mind, body, and spirit. And say to yourself the following words: I celebrate God's love and joy in my soul. I celebrate God's love and joy in my soul. And now you take another breath. You know your heart is full and open. And you breathe out through your hands. And as you do, see yourself strong, whole, balanced, and in alignment with the God Source, centered in peace and filled with gratitude and love and joy, for it is the Advent season. And we are coming up to a celebration of joy, of new life, of new birth. And with one last breath, remember, you can come to this place whenever you wish, whenever you feel the fear, whenever you want to celebrate. For God is always with you. You may open your eyes and come back whenever you are ready. And namaste.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Such a beautiful meditation. And I always, when I get into that space where I just go within, it's hard to come back out. It's hard to kind of just want to stay there. It's been a busy morning. I meant to mention at the beginning to keep Z in your prayers. She hasn't been feeling well, and this morning, boy, I sure did miss her. She does a lot of little things around here that I don't worry about on Sunday mornings, and found myself having to step into that. So Z, wherever you are, if you're watching, we love you, we bless you, and we see you whole. So, the gift of joy. That's what we're going to talk about today. When I was a little girl in Sunday school, I used to sing this song about joy, a song that I probably feel is familiar to a lot of you. If it is, would you sing it with me this morning? It goes like this. I've got a joy, 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 joy down in my heart, down in my heart. Down in my heart, I've got a joy, 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 joy. Down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. Yay, you sound so nice. So when I do a call out for choir members, I want to see a lot of you there. That was a test. No, seriously, when I was a little girl, I remember singing it, I got a joy down in my heart today. And my Sunday school teacher said to me, Luce, no, honey, it's down in your heart to stay. It's not going anywhere. And I would say, wow, that's kind of amazing. What does that mean, that is here to stay? Because I tell you, there are days when I wonder, where is this joy that is here to stay? Have you ever wondered those kinds of things yourself? You ever had any kind of those days where you know in your heart that, the joy is here to stay, but God, somehow I'm just not quite, connecting to that. It is easy to find things in our lives that dampen the joy. It's not gone. It's always there. It will never leave. It is the gift that was freely given to you and to me. And we can always have it. It has many faces, too. And we'll talk about that today. Today, I want to talk to you about this amazing gift of joy. And where does it come from? And what is it that ignites it? What is it that dampens it? And is it true that it can be stolen from you? I don't know. What do you think? No. You see, when I think of joy, I guess, I thought about it, as I was writing this message, I said, what comes up for me when I think about joy? And when I think about it, I think of it as an abiding presence, just like God is an abiding presence. Joy is this awareness and an expression of our true nature. And when I experience joy, when I really am connected to joy, I feel this freedom to stretch and to grow and even make mistakes. Because I'm realizing that it's well with my soul. It's okay, Luz. You're growing, you're evolving, you're changing, you're transforming. It's okay to play in this field joyously and knowing that all is well with your soul. I am free to evolve, and sometimes that evolving looks kind of messy. Don't show up as my real perfect self, But yet I can still find joy in that too, because I can say, wow, look, Luz, you fell asleep for a little bit. Wake up. Keep going. Like the little train that could, little engine that could. Keep going, keep going, keep going. The journey is worth it. I think what happens with us sometimes is that we confuse joy with happiness. And both of them give you this feeling, this nice feeling of contentment, but they're not the same. They really aren't. Happiness really depends on things going well in your life. So when things are going good, I feel happy. I got joy, joy, joy. But when they're not going so well, we feel unhappy. Happiness is based on what's happening out here in this outer realm. But joy is different. Joy is that abiding presence, a state of being that we find ourselves in. It is an attribute of that divine nature that we are. It's just like peace and love and faith that we have talked through this Advent series. Maybe when you're even feeling, whether you're feeling happy or unhappy or even indifferent, you have no feeling whatsoever at that moment, just whatever, indifferent, joy remains unchanged. It stays. How wonderful that is. It remains undisturbed by the circumstances of life. And boy, there's so many things that show up in life, right? Because we're spiritual beings having a human experience. And so we're going to face all kinds of emotions. Even if we're upset or afraid or feel like the world is crashing down on us because of everything that's happening, isn't it amazing and refreshing to know that joy remains steadfast, everlasting? Because the source of joy is God. God is the source of joy. Have you noticed when those times, I don't know, sometimes maybe when you're cooking or you're talking on the phone or you're cleaning your house or whatever it is that you're doing, you're driving your car, it doesn't matter. All of a sudden, you feel that you are in one with infinite presence and everything looks amazing. Have you ever had that experience? Everything just has brighter colors, and you feel alive and joyful to be alive. That awareness of presence allows us to naturally have this feeling of joy bubble up in our hearts with gladness, despite of what's going on. Has nothing to do with what's going on. The situation that you're going through may still be going, will still be there, but joy somehow has bubbled up in the midst of it, has shown its face to you, and you find contentment no matter what. Sometimes it's a bittersweet contentment because someone that we love so dearly has transitioned and no longer, but there's this bittersweet contentment that they no longer need to suffer. Or there is this wonderful feeling of confidence. I can do this. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to conquer the world. And you feel joyful. There is confidence in knowing that where you are, God is. The gladness, this gladness that you're feeling opens your heart to God's love. And you see that love expressing as goodness in your life. Goodness in your life. We don't reflect on all the goodness that has always been around us. And when we do, oh wow, joy ignites. So this awareness that God is where I am, that all is well with my soul, as Mary was saying in her meditation, is cause to celebrate the joy that is always with us. Celebrate this gift that has been given to us. Another way to ignite joy is through gratitude. Last Sunday, I was not feeling so well. I intended to be here for the Sunday service and celebrate with our amazing LUTs, the service that they had planned. But wisdom guided me to stay home. Stay home, Luz. Take care of yourself. And so that morning, I was so glad for technology. I was able to wrap myself in a nice, cozy little blanket and brought my coffee, hot cup of coffee, and I sat in my comfy little chair, and Mia, my little cat, sat on my lap. And even though I preferred to be in person, I was happy that I could be and watch and see. And boy, I tell you, I watched the service with such a deep sense of gratitude. I was looking at our amazing LUTs, how much they give to this community. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Rhonda and Annie and Gary, wherever you are. I have always felt their support and their love. And so have you. So it was so nice to hear their stories, and I was grateful. And then all of a sudden I started to think about, wow, I'm so grateful for our beautiful sanctuary. It looks so, I don't always see it from that standpoint of view, but now I'm watching, I say, how pretty everything looks. What a beautiful place we have. How I celebrate with joy that we have this place that we can call a spiritual home. And then I started to feel gratitude for the teams that, they do so much behind the scenes that we don't even see. But they are there working quietly, lovingly, supporting the mission of creating a loving, healing, and accepting community. And I felt gratitude. And gratitude for, oh my gosh, my family and my friends and my husband and my home and my kitty and all of it. I was in gratitude overload. And I was acutely aware. I was like really aware. I became awakened acutely to the goodness and the love that has always been in my life. It has always been in my life. And when I realized that, I realized, wow, I am overjoyed for the goodness that shows up in my life. So I realized that gratitude is one of the easiest ways to ignite that joy. If you feel, that where is it, begin to be grateful for the things that are in your life. Begin to invite yourself to be in oneness with presence, and you will feel the joy of the Lord that becomes your strength, no matter what you're going through. I sort of love Charles Filmer's definition of joy. He says in the revealing word that joy is the happiness of God expressing through humankind. Don't you love that? I kind of love that. I can experience the happiness of God, that immense force that holds the whole universe together, from which all things emerge. I can feel that energy of joy, which is the happiness of God. I mean, I think it's just absolutely wondrous that we can experience it. This infinite presence that is all knowing, all powerful, all creative, all intelligence, all love flow through us, energize us with his happiness. Pierre Teilhard de Chardin once said, joy is the infallible sign of the presence of God. Who or what can ever take that away? No one. No one can take the presence of God away. No one can take your joy away. No thing. We may be upset and afraid and worried, yet deep inside, I don't know, just deep inside, we have this assurance, this knowing that it is well with my soul. God is, I am, right here, right now. Goodness is always with me. And when I remember that, when I awaken to that, I experience the happiness of God, which Charles Fillmore says is the joy of the Lord. And you know, in a world where, oh my goodness, we can experience so many other things, right? Separation and rejection and disappointment and despair and suffering and fear, and I mean, all kinds of emotion. Isn't it good to know that we can also experience joy, the happiness of God? You know, it's indescribable. I can't find the words to try to describe it. I thought if an alien came to this planet and I had to describe joy, how would I describe it? I have no way of finding the right words that can do that. All I know is that when I feel it, it's delightful and energizing, and it fills me with a quiet confidence that everything's going to be okay, Luz. Everything is going to be okay. Unlike happiness, joy is not based on the circumstances. I can have joy in the midst of my challenges, in the midst of any suffering. I can have joy. God is the source, and God is here to stay. I can never be separated from God. So I thought of the Christmas story. I thought about Mary and her circumstances. And boy, they were not, ever since that angel appeared, her world turned upside down. She was going to bear a child out of wedlock. And she knew that that could be punishable by death. She knew that carrying that child could cause Joseph to reject her. He didn't, of course, but, you know, she knew, she was prepared for that. And she knew once Joseph accepted her, now she had to travel. Well, I don't know about you ladies, but if I'm pregnant traveling on a donkey, long distance, it's not going to feel so great. She had to travel, and I'm sure it was uncomfortable and exhausting and frightening. Here she is. She's had to leave her home, everything that was familiar. She had to leave and go to a strange place. And now when she arrives there, when she arrives at Bethlehem, she has no place to birth her baby. The inn was full. And so she had to give birth to this child in a strange place, in a strange land. Her circumstances were challenging, sometimes like ours are. But you know what fascinated me about this story of Mary was through it all, Mary remained silent. She never said a word. I don't know if I could have handled that. I probably would be saying, I'm hungry and I'm tired and I'm not having a baby in a barn, and on and on and on. But she didn't. She remained silent. Even when the shepherds and the Magi came to celebrate the birth of this child, Mary remained silent, watching, serene, peaceful. You see, Mary loved God with all her heart. And so she was open to God's love. And that silence, what it demonstrated was her assurance that this divine love had her, and that this divine would express as goodness in her life. She had that assurance. That's what joy gives us, an assurance that all is well, it'll be okay. And that assurance gives us the strength to keep going and keep going and keep going. Like Mary, you and I have the capacity to hold suffering as well as joy at the same time. Both you can hold. The circumstances in our lives sometimes won't change overnight, but we can change. We change when we realize that where we are safe, we are well, we are held in love, and that joy abides in us so unwavering and unchanging. And then I thought about the shepherds in the field. They were out there at night tending to their flocks, and then the angel of the Lord appears to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them. It was amazing to me that they were terrified. Here it is, an angel and beautiful light and gorgeous surroundings and the trumpets blaring, and they, whoa, I'm so afraid. And something happened to me this week when I reread this passage. Something happened. I said, Luz, pause here. Something is trying to reveal itself. And I did. Why? Why are they so terrified? It must have been absolutely beautiful. Angels appeared, and they're terrified. And as I sat with this passage, what came to me was Marianne Williamson's quote. It says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light. It is our light. It is our light, not the darkness, that frightens us. And I realized that is true. To embrace who we truly are, to show bravely and courageously out in the world as the light that we are, removing the pettiness of our ego, all those barriers that block the light. That is something we're afraid to do. We truly are. So the shepherds were afraid of the light, the glory of the Lord. And when they become afraid, when you are afraid to be who you are and what you have come here to be, you dampen your joy. There's no joy because fear dampens it. It causes us to start to feel like we are inadequate and powerless, and we cannot handle what's going on in the world. Oh my God, look what's going on out there. We're going to hell in a handbasket. But that is not true. For where you are, God is everywhere present. The entire universe conspires on our behalf. Goodness surrounds us always. Fix your eyes on the light that you are and be the light of the world that this world so needs. I keep thinking, what if we intentionally, every day when we get up in the morning, we begin to see ourselves and love ourselves as whole beings, perfect, full of light and love, made in the image and likeness of God. We're just moving through this realm in this spacesuit that is our body. What if we set the intention every morning to say, I will not let barriers grow up to cause me to have fear and keep me in separation. Today, I will allow the glorious light of my true nature to shine through. I will not be afraid of the light that I am, and I will see it in others. See, our spiritual journey is to not be afraid, to learn to walk with fear, because I'll be lying to you if I told you you won't have fear. Of course you're going to have fear. You're here. You're having a human experience. Fear is going to show up. But if you begin to practice more of being the light that you are, you will learn to walk with that fear and not let that fear overcome you. In times of fear, in time when you begin to do that, you say, okay, I'm a little bit afraid, but I'm going to keep going, keep going, keep going. Like Dora, keep swimming, keep swimming, keep swimming. Keep doing. And you know what's going to happen over time is that fear becomes less and less and less powerful over your life. Because why? You are evolving to the powerful, magnificent being that you already are. The angel of the Lord says to Mary and to Joseph and to the shepherd, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid by the things that you see in this world, I say to you. There is something greater than this fear. Matter of fact, the Bible cites that phrase, do not be afraid, 365 times. I think we need to pay attention, right? I think it's telling us, pay attention to this. Do not be afraid. Live in joy. Enjoy your life. Be a channel of divine love that will bring harmony into the world. Because our world is totally out of balance. Because we're afraid of showing up as who we truly are. Choose joy every day. Every day. Choose to live in that joy. Make it a choice. It will give you the strength to face the circumstances with quiet assurance and confidence. It will be as it was in Mary. Love will always hold you and will always be with you. Goodness will follow you all the days of your life. And the angel said to them, look, I bring you good news. I bring you good news that will cause great joy in all people. For today, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Go and see for yourself. Go and see for yourself that the Christ is in you. That's the good news. This is the good news that keeps echoing through the universe. Christ is born in you. This is not a one-time event that happens this time of the year. Christ is born in our spiritual consciousness of everyone. It is a divine potential in all of us. It is the image and likeness of God. See, baby Jesus grew up into a man, and he awakened to this idea that there is this divine potential, and he embraced it fully. And he became the Christ. This is the tidings of good joy, because he said to us that what I have done, you do also. In Unity, we place emphasis on our divinity. It's different from traditional Christianity, where I came from, that focused on original sin. You were born with original sin. Well, I always kind of couldn't settle with that. I've never held a baby and said, oh, you're the cutest little sinner I have ever seen. Never. I mean, I don't know about you. I don't think you have either. Somewhere deep inside, I kind of knew that I knew that I knew that there was something divine here, something amazing. And when I hold that baby, I see only innocence and purity. I see grace. And so part of our spiritual journey is about growing into this awareness of this divine nature that we are and not being afraid. It is good. Nothing can change it. Nothing can make you undivine. Nothing. So live with the awareness that you are a child of God and nothing can separate you from your Creator. You are to walk in the joy of the Lord. Sometimes weeping may come for a night. Things in our lives become hard and challenging, and suffering kind of enters in. But joy comes in the morning. It always will. Joy never leaves you, ever. So I ask you this week to really sit and find out, what is your relationship with joy? What is it that you do to ignite it? What is it that dampens it? And choose joy over fear. Delight yourself in the God of your being. Make that the priority of your life. It's easy to change our priorities this time of the year. We get so bogged down with stuff, but make that priority of your life be to live in the joy of the Lord that is your strength, the Christ in you, the hope of glory, rebirthed in the manger of your heart, so that you can be the glorious light that we are. This year is drawing close to an end, and we can look back and see all the goodness that has surrounded us, all of it. It's been challenging. It's been hard. I've wept a couple of tears, wiped my nose a couple of times. But then I always was able to get up again and know that where I am, God is. And that is my strength. And that is my joy. And I can do what I do with joy because I'm here on purpose. I'm here to show up as the Christ presence that I am. Set that intention this year for yourself. Starting today, choose joy. Welcome Emmanuel into your heart. Precious child. It will change your life. Namaste. It's one of my favorites. You could stand or sit, it doesn't matter, but I put all the words up for you.
Once a tiny baby slept beneath the stars of a long dark night. This child, an answer to our prayers, our hopes and dreams, and longing for the light. Welcome to my heart, sweet and holy child. Shine your light on me, Emmanuel. Welcome to my heart, sweet and holy child. joy of receiving. I welcome the light to my heart with all of my being. Welcome to my heart, sweet and holy child. Shine your light on me, Emmanuel. Welcome to my heart, sweet and holy child. Shine your light on me, Emmanuel. Welcome to my heart, sweet and holy child. Shine your light on me, Emmanuel.
Reminders. Thank you, Joe. Well, it's that time in our service now when we come and share our gratitude, give thanks for all of our abundance and what we have received. So I ask you to take it in your hands, your tithe and your offerings. You can hold it to your heart, wherever you want, and say after me, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I send forth this with my blessings and my love. Divine Spirit, we thank you for this offering. We know it is given in love and received in love. And move through this ministry with the energy of divine love. Out into the world is good, that each giver is blessed, for this is the law, and so it is. And we say thank you, God. And we know that your love offerings, your tithes, do go out into our community. We do support so many areas that are in need in this county. So I also say thank you. So let us affirm our prayer of protection together. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is divine, and all is well. So thank you, everyone, for being with us today. I do have a few announcements, actually only two. Next Sunday is Christmas potluck, and it is a potluck. So we are asking you to bring a gift, a dish to share, and enjoy the day with everyone who is our family here. We also, today after service, we invite you to come and place the name of a loved one or a special one on our tree of memories. And Bonnie Williams, Bonnie, raise your hand, is your contact person, and she will help you put those names on the tree. And so I say thank you, everyone. Reverend Lewis, you have anything to say?
I do. I will greet you in the lobby and then I'll come right back. So the memorial service will be right as soon as I return to the sanctuary. So please do come, and you will have an opportunity to put an ornament, a dove of peace, on our memorial tree. So before I go, how many of you had birthdays in December? Oh, there's so many of you. Well, and there's also John back there and Gary, who's not here. And guess who else very special in my life has a birthday coming up tomorrow? And that is John. So for all our December birthdays, can we just sing a happy birthday before we leave? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. So as you go forth this day, ignite joy in your lives. Invite it into your presence. Be mindful that God is everywhere present and that His joy is your strength. So let's stand and sing our peace song. I will meet you in the lobby, and then I'll be right back for the memorial service.
If I just show up, be open to surprise, there could be miracles right before my eyes. If I just let go, something better might appear. Who knows what will happen when joy replaces fear? When I dare to be all that I'm meant to be, like a shooting star across the sky, unstoppable and free, I shine my light, I turn darkness into light. When I dare to be brave, when I dare to be brave, I'll trust in who I am. Be bold and take a shot. Who knows what will happen when I give it all I got? Even when I'm scared, I'll step into the